tells me a different answer about when I'm supposed to spay or neuter my dog and cat. So what's the right answer? Hi, I'm Dr. Megan, and I hope to answer that for you today here on our YouTube channel. Today we're going to dive into everything you need to know about spays and neuters, but maybe we're afraid to ask. When to do it, why to do it, not how to do it, that's my job, and how it varies based on species, breed, and age. So let's start with dogs because they're the most complicated here. When to spay or neuter your dog depends on their breed, their size, and even their lifestyle. Traditionally, spays and neuters were recommended across the board at 6 months of age. Why this age? Because that's before puberty hits. This is still common, especially for puppies from shelters or rescues, because it helps prevent overpopulation and it doesn't burden the new owner with an expensive surgery right off the bat. But what if you got your puppy from a breeder and or have more flexibility in timing? Well, most veterinarians in the US still recommend spaying or neutering at some point. This can help prevent life-threatening complications such as deadly uterine infection. It can help decrease the risk of mammary tumors in females and help prevent unwanted behaviors in males like territorial aggression, marking, and roaming. But then the question is when. So why do it before puberty? There are some clear benefits to doing it before 6 months of age. For females, there's no risk of pregnancy, deadly uterine infection called pyometra, and it decreases the risk of mammary cancer. Also, you as the owner don't have to deal with a heat cycle. For males, it reduces your chance of behavior issues like marking, roaming, and territorial aggression. Surgery and recovery are also typically easier at this age, especially for males who won't have to deal with things like scrotal hematomas. Sounds great, right? But what about the benefits of waiting? This is where it gets interesting. There is growing research that waiting until after puberty for large breed or highly active dogs can be beneficial. Why? Sex hormones can help with bone development. That helps decrease the risk of orthopedic issues like knee injuries and certain bone cancers. Smaller dogs reach skeletal maturity earlier and are less prone to these issues in general due to being lighter framed, so that tends to be more of an issue for our bigger dogs. There may also be behavioral benefits to waiting, such as avoiding a surgery during their crucial fear period where they're deciding whether or not things are safe in their lives. Also, spaying after puberty can reduce the risk of urinary issues in female dogs. So how do you decide? First, what is your dog's breed? Do you have a Great Dane or do you have a Chihuahua? Dogs that are taller and heavier boned, dogs that reach skeletal maturity later, such as a Great Dane, it's going to be much more important to wait. Consider your dog's lifestyle. Are they a couch potato or do they enjoy daily walks with you? That's not going to be as much of a skeletal strain as if they do high impact sports, such as competitive agility, or if they're an avid hunter. Things like that may make it worth waiting a bit longer. But here's the most important thing. Talk openly with your veterinarian. They can help guide the best timing for your individual pet and help take all of your lifestyle and breed factors into consideration. And don't let social media, internet forums, your breeder, or your trainer shame you into doing something that isn't right for your pet. We have been successfully spaying and neutering pets at 6 months of age for years with relatively minimal complications. So if that's right for your lifestyle, that's totally okay too. Now, what about cats? Everybody can take a deep breath and relax because cats are way more straightforward. The general recommendation is still to spay or neuter cats at or before 6 months of age, no matter their breed. But why is it different for cats? That's a great question, and I would love to tell you. Cats are not subject to the same orthopedic concerns as dogs for a couple of different reasons. They are smaller and lighter boned, and they reach maturity more quickly than dogs. There's just not the size variation in cats either. The biggest cat ever recorded is something like 30 pounds, so we're not looking at getting to a Great Dane size. They don't engage in repetitive, high-impact sports. Even your most active cat is going to self-limit their own activity. But most importantly, the consequences of leaving cats intact can escalate quickly. Female cats are at a high risk of aggressive mammary cancer. Unneutered males can develop hard-to-break habits like spraying, fighting, and roaming. And let's be real, have you ever smelled unneutered male cat urine? It is potent. and not something most of us could put up with in our homes. Neutering can prevent these habits, but it can't always fix them. So in short, spay and neuter your cat before 6 months of age. What about rabbits or other exotic pets? That's a different conversation. The need to spay or neuter varies widely depending on the species and the sex of your small mammal. So definitely consult your veterinarian about what's right for your pet. And if you've got a reptile and made it this far into the video, good news. You're off the hook. We don't need to spay or neuter our scaly friends. Still have questions? Want personalized help deciding when to spay or neuter your pet? Did this video make it clear as mud? Come see us at Neuter Creek Animal Hospital, where every care plan is personal, thoughtful, and collaborative. And of course, like and subscribe here for more fun and educational content. Check us out on our Instagram at Neuter Creek AH. And if you have a few more minutes, check out the tour of our clinic to learn even more about us. Welcome to Neuter Creek Animal Hospital, Spokane's premier fear-free certified practice. What, does your practice have dog and cat parking? I don't think so. Let's go in through the dog side and see our fabulous lobby. Welcome to our beautiful dog waiting area. Notice the walls so that they can't see each other and bark. Wow! They can pick out a treat and a toy.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool!
And you can shop for merch too. Here's one of our beautiful exam rooms, decorated for their comfort. Check this out. Not only is this room super comfortable, but it even has a door to the outside and a dedicated outdoor exam space. Pup cups and fear-free certification for all. Now we're headed to the cat side. No dogs allowed. Check out our comfortable lobby and cubbies where your cat can survey their kingdom and relax without seeing any other cats. You can relax too. Here we go. Adventure is out there. Nope, it's in here in our cat rooms.
Look at the fish!
Cats love to be up high. They can jump, climb, and play. Cat condos? Are you serious? Yes.
And a window so cat dog Megan can see them?
Also yes. Lab. Pharmacy. Our state-of-the-art dental suite that opens up into our beautiful and spacious treatment area.
A perfectly sterile surgery suite just like you want.
But the dog kennels aren't. They're nice and cozy. And you can stay in our private suite with your pet all day. What? This can't be real. But it is. Experience the Neuter Creek way.